Are you unhappy in your marriage but not sure if you should leave? Well, I'm Shanna Borman here with straight talk and honest advice about family law in the Brazos Valley. And today we're going to talk about exactly that. What are the 5 signs that you should leave your spouse? So the first sign I can tell you without question is that you're fighting with your spouse all the time. You and your spouse are picking fights with one another, and you see absolutely no merit in any argument that your spouse says. You just cannot believe that the arguments continue and neither one of you will stop. That's miserable for you. It's miserable for your spouse. And if you have kids, it's miserable for them. The second sign you should leave is that you're constantly walking on eggshells. You doubt yourself, you doubt your relationship, you're constantly thinking what you're going to say next is the wrong thing and it's going to start a fight. You feel like anything you do is critically evaluated by your spouse and you're just afraid to be you. And so that one is perhaps one of the most toxic because it has such a long-lasting effect on you because it makes you believe there's something wrong with you. The third sign you should leave is that your spouse has cut you off from your family and friends. And what I mean by that is that you've been isolated from the people you would otherwise depend on because your spouse has made you believe that those people are the enemy. That is such a toxic situation, but you feel so alone that you have no one to turn to. So that in and of itself is a really big red flag. Now, the fourth sign you should leave is that you or your partner are just unwilling to compromise for anything. Now, being in a relationship, it really does take 2 people to make the relationship work. And that often means that one or the other person is going to have to compromise at some point. But if you just feel completely entrenched in your position and there's just no damn way that you're going to change it, then that's a pretty good indicator that you're finished with the relationship and you need to go ahead and leave so you're not so miserable. Now, the fifth and final indicator is that you start questioning whether you and your spouse have the same values anymore. Maybe your spouse has started hanging out with coworkers after work, or maybe started drinking more at home, maybe stopped going to church with you, or maybe stopped doing activities with the kids with you. If those things happen, then those changes in values, people evolve over time. But those changes in values sometimes can be insurmountable. Now, understand, I'm not here to encourage you to divorce or to leave, but understand that there is no reason that anybody should stay unhappily married. I think that's far more damaging to children than just going ahead and cutting it done. But understand this, accept your own responsibility in that. Nobody's perfect. And I think even if your spouse is perhaps unfaithful or does one of these things, makes you have to walk on eggshells, there is a certain component that is also, you're in control of. So hopefully these 5 indicators have given you some food for thought when you're making your decision about whether to stay. I know that it's a hard choice, no question about it. But when you make that hard choice and you're ready to get information or proceed with filing a divorce action, give our law firm a call because we're here to help. I'm Shanna Borman with straight talk and honest advice. Give us a call.